subscribe, turn on notifications, and give a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching!
What is up, everyone? Today is part 4 of the 6.4 liter 392 Hemi Jeep JKU engine swap series that I'm putting together. We're starting to get excited. Like there's this idea that we've been buying engines. All we've been doing is spending money, buying engines, buying parts, ordering the kit, picking up, the necessities for the garage that will actually allow me to do this build. And today we got to do something that actually puts us in that first step forward to starting this process. And that first step forward was in the actual JK here. What we decided to do, I talked with one of my good friends, and he was nice enough to let me use his AC charger and I guess remover is what I guess it would be called. The idea is that the Freon that's inside your AC unit is a biohazard, and you don't want that just to pour on the ground, or there's proper disposal procedures that need to happen, and his shop handles that all the time. So it's a lot easier for me just to bring it in and have his guys do it real quick, and then zip on out of there. The whole process took about 10 minutes. It was from pulling in to leaving, it was about 10 minutes. I did get a crash course on Freon. There's a few things that I didn't know. I didn't know that there's a high pressure line and a low pressure line. There's also how much Freon's actually in there. Inside of this Jeep JK, I'm gonna put the actual image up on the screen because I took some pictures, but it was I think it was 0.85 of a pound of Freon that's in there. And what the machine does is it essentially circulates air into the system as it's pulling away the Freon. The goal is that it's a nice clean extraction. The Freon goes into the system, then the system actually removes the oil from inside the Freon. So I'm guessing this might be used to reuse the Freon at a later date. Not 100% sure. I didn't even know oil was in Freon. I just happen to know that it's called Freon because I've had to recharge one of my vehicles before, so that's how I knew that. But I never knew there was oil in there, and the system was super cool. It was super quick, so I appreciate the help from my friend. And then that really gets us in that first step, because now I can actually start taking the 3.8 engine out without any worries of any type of contaminants or anything like that. Now we have oil to deal with, and we have the gas lines to deal with too, but those are things that I can control. The Freon kind of is high pressure, and I don't know, I'm guessing it wouldn't really explode, but shoots out, and yeah, we'll learn a little bit more about Freon in the future. But I also picked up some more shop garage equipment, because, well, I got to figure out a way to move the Jeep around the actual garage. Now let me back up here. So we have a somewhat small garage here. I'll go back to the far corner so you can see the whole thing. There we go. And it's not going to be easy to work on the Jeep how it's sitting right now. So what I did is I went to my favorite store, Harbor Freight, and picked up these wheel dollies. And you probably can't see them because of the glare, but the idea is that once these are put together, you jack up a tire and then you set it down on top of the dolly. Yeah, we'll see if that's true. I picked up one for all 4 tires. Their capacity is 1,500 pounds a piece. I believe the Jeep is right around like that 4,200 pound range. Now, I don't know if it's gonna be easy to just put these under there and push the Jeep around. I don't know if it's gonna be that simple, but the concrete in my garage is fairly nice. There's not any big divots or big holes or anything like that. So I'm hoping that it just moves around nicely and we don't run into any problems there. I also picked up a Pittsburgh engine stand. And let me get down close here so you can see that one right there. It's a 2,000 pound foldable engine stand. I know I'm buying a lot of stuff from Harbor Freight, but I'm trying to buy ones that are a little bit stronger than what I actually need. Like the lift, I based on initial research, I probably could have got away with 1,000, like a half-ton lift. But I decided to go with the 2-ton lift. Or sorry, I could probably get away with the 1-ton lift, but I decided to go with the 2-ton lift just so I don't run into any major hurdles. And then the engine stand, probably could have got away with a 1,000-pound engine stand, but instead I decided to go with the 2,000-pound. We'll find out if that was a good decision moving forward. But ultimately, I want to get the engines up on a stand, and there's a couple things like the oil pan gasket. I know I have to pull off the oil pan and purchase a new one because my understanding is that on the current configuration, and I don't know if I can show this. Yeah, you know what? I'll go into the oil pan later, but I want to change the oil pan gasket. I got to put a new oil pan in there. I got to take off the valve covers. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff that I want to actually work on, but I'd rather have it work on when it's in a stand than bending over constantly. But with that said, I'm going to spend a few hours tonight cleaning up some more, putting together the new garage tools that I picked up, and see if I can actually get the Jeep on top of the wheel dollies, see if it actually moves. I don't know if maybe I can't actually move it once it's actually on the dollies. In my brain, I picture it as being jack it up, put the dollies underneath, and then I can just move it around like it's on ice or something like that. We'll find out. All right, I got these 4-wheel dollies put together here. They actually move pretty nicely. I don't know. Starting to get excited that they'll actually sit on there. I'll be able to move it around myself. All right, so I was able to get the wheel dollies put together. You just seen the picture of that. And I just jacked up each tire of the Jeep and put them under there. And you can see them right there. They fit really nice. And they're, hopefully you might be able to see this right here. It's really hard to see here, but they're about the exact width of my 37-inch tires, which are 12 and a half wide. So that's gonna work out really, really well. And then I already moved the back end here, but just to show how easy it is to move. Like, I'm super excited about how easy this is. Like, big problem, wasn't sure how I was gonna move the Jeep around, solved. I know a lot of you automotive guys are gonna be sitting there going, well, Tony, they are called wheel dollies, so they're kind of doing what they're supposed to do. Yeah, I get that. It's just small little wins I get excited about, and this is one of them. So anyways, I'm gonna grab my wife real quick and have Jen try to move this around and see, just to show you how easy it actually is. Okay, I got my wife Jen here just to show you guys how easy it is. It's her first time on our show, on our channel, on our video, whatever you want to call it. But nonetheless, she's gonna push it just so everybody can see how easy this is.
All right.
All right, Jen, show us what you're working with. Look at that.
Not easy.
Oh, come on.
That's good.
All right, let's do the front real quick. Push the front. Hopefully this one actually moves.
No.
Okay, so we'll just stick with, she was able to move the back once the wheels were turned. But nonetheless, for somebody that has some bigger muscles, I'm able to move it pretty easily. So that's good enough for me. All right, talk to you guys in the morning.